कुछ दिन पहले मैं उत्तर पूर्वी भारत में वहाँ पहुँचा जहाँ हिमालय के जंगलों से होती हुई नदियाँ जब मैदान में पहुँचती हैं, तब जहाँ तक नज़र जाती है सिर्फ पानी ही दिखाई देता है। जिसे आप देख रहे हैं वो है अरुणाचल में ब्रह्मपुत्र की उपनदी दिबांग, और मैं जिस जगह पर हूँ उसका नाम है बॉम्जिर। I was there to film an angling expedition, and that is where I met Steve. The first thing I asked him, what was it like when you came to India for the first time?
Yeah. In simple terms, the first reaction was sheer fright, panic, dread. We stepped off of the plane, we stepped out onto the street, but how can we eat anywhere? Dare we eat anywhere? We had this thing in our head, whatever we did, we would get sick. But over the years then, things have changed completely. We were staying in a hotel then. I've spent time in a tent on the banks of a river in the middle of a forest with wild elephants and tigers and cobras around. I've lived in the back of a van in a tribal village. So my impressions of India are very different nowadays.
Fishing would be any method by which you catch fish. Using a rod and a line to catch fish is also a kind of fishing, but it is precisely called angling. This is more about people just sitting and fishing for a sport, rather than catching fish for eating. और इसके लिए हम जंगलों में काफ़ी अंदर पहुंच तो गए थे, पर एक चीज़ जो हमारे साथ नहीं थी, वो था मौसम।
Does it lessen our chances of getting a catch? Why is that?
The water is very high. I think the water is too high. Yeah, it's just very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Not my idea of fun.
Are you done for the day?
It's a beautiful river, it's just not the right day, huh?
Bad weather gave me a chance to stand and look at that vast expanse of pristine and virgin forests. And it made me think. It made me think about all the things we, as humans, at this point of time in the 21st century, have still not understood about this planet.
We do know that the northeast hill states, the Himalayan region and the Indo-Burmese region have a lot of things that are not discovered yet. A colleague of mine has discovered in the last 3-4 years maybe 10 or 12 new species of fish from the Western Ghats. So we know there are things out there that we haven't yet really understood. We haven't described these species, which is a problem because if we don't know what this thing is and we lose it, we never know what it is. I have a lot of photos of fish where I can look at that and say, that's not a species we know. I have one in particular from Dibang River here in Arunachal Pradesh. I only know about this because an angling expedition came to Dibang and one of the anglers caught this fish. Locals may well say, oh yeah, it's this, and give a local name. But to science, I don't think this fish is described. It will be a brand new species. Should we allow angling or should we ban angling? Is it about should we stock fish in the rivers or should we not stock fish in the rivers? What is the impact on pollution going into a river? there's an impact on the fish. The big one is the impact on people. If we do a good job, more water is available for a city. All of these things should come from a solid science background.
जब आपको किसी चीज की जानकारी होती है तब आप जानते हैं कि आपको उसकी जानकारी है, पर जब आपको किसी चीज की जानकारी नहीं होती है और आप ये जानते हैं कि आपको उसकी जानकारी नहीं है, इसी को ज्ञान कहते हैं।
The main way to understand India better is to travel on the buses and the trains, because even if you don't want to talk to people, you have no chance. They will be talking to you. So I guess I've spoken to lakhs and lakhs of people on buses and trains over the 20 years. Obviously, India is a hugely diverse place. I don't think it could be possible for any one person to completely understand India. And what I know about India, even in one of the subjects in which I'm interested, I probably know an infinitesimal percentage of what is available to know about that thing. But still I want to know it. I want to learn more about it. Over the period of time I've been coming to India, there has been a huge explosion of what we can call the Indian middle class. These people have good jobs, good wages, and because of this they're looking at what can we do with our spare time. We don't want to only sit at home and watch the TV, we want to go out into the forest, go out to visit the river, take some hobby. So this is why I think angling is the one thing that is developing as a leisure pastime, and so many other things, whether it's trekking, camping, off-road biking, sailing, all of these things are growing. The only one I know for certain is angling because I'm involved.
कहते हैं कि एंगलिंग आपको सोचने का समय देती है। अगर आपके पास धैर्य रखने की क्षमता है तो आपने जिंदगी में जो भी समझा और जाना है, एंगलिंग आपको उन सब चीजों के बारे में विचार करने का समय देती है।
If you want the straight, honest answer, yes, of course. If you want the more flippant answer, I would say these people are not catching enough fish. Yes, absolutely. I find myself, when I'm sitting in my apartment, it's too easy to pick up my phone. When I'm sitting on the riverbank or next to a lake, the phone doesn't come out of my pocket. I can sit and I can disengage my brain. I do enjoy being alone, sitting and contemplating. It gives me the time to work things out in my head. It's not sufficient for me to say, this happens. I have to say, this happens, so why? Why is it important? Is it important? Can we do anything to change it, to make it more or less important? The good thing is, I appreciate that angling has given me the opportunity to do this.
Well, सच बात तो ये है कि एंगलिंग इज जस्ट अ मीन्स। दरअसल नेचर और इवोल्यूशन ने ही हमें चीज़ों को कॉन्शियसली समझने की अपॉर्चुनिटी दी है। This ability gives us the understanding to draw a line between what we could do and what we should do. And whenever in life I am confused about where to draw this line, I find that concentration is the best way to seek an answer. You see, concentration leads to contemplation, and it helps you learn what is taking place within you. Wanna try it out? Well, just sit back, relax, and focus on your screen for the next 1 minute. here's a big shout out to River Tribes. River Tribes is an angling fest which is organized in the month of October in Arunachal every year. In case you want to be a part of it, their contact number is mentioned in the description of this video. And if you like the stuff on Ethereal, you can support us in making more such films by becoming a patron on Patreon or a channel member on YouTube. See you soon.